to go. We'll give everyone some time to come in while we set up for this ancestor reading. Ancestors, angels, archangels, known and unknown sources and forces of existence to be influenced at this time. I ask for divine protection. And divine protection for my collective. My collective is divine protection for me because we are the circle of love and blessings for all on the side of my God. Can you close your door, please? No. Okay. Hi, Brandy. Hello, love. Just, yes, we are getting ready to do, sorry about that, guys. We are getting ready to do an ancestor reading at this time to see what it is your ancestors want you to know. Hi, lovely. Satora. Oh, that is a beautiful name. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but that's so beautiful. Hi, love. If you guys are just coming in, thank you so much for joining. We are about to start a collective. For what your ancestors want you to know at this time, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel as you guys are coming in. Okay. What do your ancestors? Hi. Hi, love. Good evening. Please remember to like the video as you guys are coming in. We are about to tap right in to see what it is that your ancestors need you to know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Oh, we have the hunter here. It says track down your fears and your desires. Okay, now. You guys are about to take a leap of faith, about to embark on some new endeavors in your life. Your ancestors are going to be here to support you and guide you throughout this process. Okay, they want you to trust them, trust yourself as you explore your shadow. I'm looking at this man, but I'm also looking at this big shadow he has behind him. Okay, it says track down your fears and your desires. Okay, he said you keep getting that, Brandy. Oh, man. Let's see what we have here. What do your ancestors want you to know at this time? Oh, we have a few. This is too many cards. You guys know I just like for it to be just one at a time. Truly believe if they are meant to come out, we will definitely see them again. Let's see what it is that your ancestors want you to know. What do your ancestors? Okay. Oh, we have Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Okay, so there could be some, with this Mirror Guardian and this reflection here, and also with this shadow, there could be some hidden gems, or there could be some lessons that you do still have to process. I feel like there could be some experiences in your past, or some trials and tribulations that you have gone through that you haven't fully put to rest, or you haven't fully processed, and because of that, you maybe haven't gained the necessary wisdom. Okay, I really want you to look back at how far you have come. And I want you to give yourself credit. Let's start there first. Give yourself credit for making it through. But I want you to, with this, track down your fears and your desires. I really want you to address where you may have addressed those triggers, I guess you could say, where things kind of sort of went wrong. Okay, so that you can properly gain the necessary wisdom and discernment, so that you don't find yourself in those predicaments and or situations again, or so that they aren't limiting you, from tracking down your deepest desires, Okay, we have some more space here so I can spread this out, whereas when we're over on TikTok, I only have this little box to work with, but let's go. Oh, the next card that we have here is Guardian Angel. You are not alone. Heavy on the support throughout you exploring this shadow, I'm actually getting that this is like, could have been something like maybe even inherited, you know, something in your DNA. These fears or these limited beliefs or this inability to process everything fully that you have gone through, the negative and the positive, could be something that is, you know, done a lot, you know, in your family, you know, neglecting um, certain chapters, neglecting certain periods of your life. Um, I'm seeing people just living or just existing and not actually living, not actually being present, you know, and your ancestors, your guardian angels, what they want you to know at this time is that you are not alone. It might seem that way, especially if you are venturing unknown or unfamiliar territory. They want you to know that you have their support, or they are guiding you to what it is that you say that you want in your life. Okay, but it's like before conquering the world, you have to conquer the shadow, conquer, you know, yourself within. I'm hearing, I came, I saw, I conquered. Okay. This is too many cards. We have way too many cards. Way too many cards just popped out here. Let's see. What else do you have here for Spirit? Yes. Yes, Serena. Hi, love. Vinci, Vini, Vici, I think, or something like that. It says, Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. You know, this is heavy on those experiences in your life where you didn't have all of the answers. You know, when you didn't know which way to go, when you only used what you had, or it's like I'm seeing someone being hard on themselves or not wanting to reflect back to the times where you may have been in the wrong. You know, this has a lot to do with taking accountability. But the only way for you to learn your lesson is if you take accountability, is if you look back and see where you may have made a mishap and or mistake in your life. You know, now would be a great time for you to gain that discernment, and so that you can use that energy to move forward rightfully so, and not find yourself in this cycle of never-ending, something like never-ending cycle, like a never-ending cycle here. You know, I really want you to take your time and fully process the good and the bad and the ugly is what the good and the bad and the ugly. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they really want you to know that you are not alone throughout this process, that you do have their support, you know, that they are encouraging you, and they could also be lighting the way here, you know, but it's not going to look like when you look back, when you reflect back, you might see in particular situations where you could have been the problem, you know, where you could have been naive. I'm seeing someone, like I said, not knowing, you know, simply being unaware. But it's getting to a point in your life where it's time for you to start knowing, or it's time for you to start. You can't use, or it's best that you have these now. Okay, it's best that you use your discernment now, especially because you have already, this isn't your first rodeo, and you have already gone through it. You know, it's like, I'm seeing someone not processing a death, like someone dying, and not fully processing it, and not seeing how them not processing that is still affecting them in a negative way. You know, instead, it's like closing off your heart chakra because you don't want to feel the pain, but then you block yourself of all the beauty and the love that comes with having your heart chakra genuinely open. Okay, or neglecting to heal your heart chakra. Okay, and then manifesting broken things and broken people. Let's see if I can get one more card here for what it is that your ancestors want you to know. The beautiful part about this is at some point we all have to go through this, you know, reminiscing and a reflecting period in our life. And it's great to know that you do have the support of your ancestors when it comes to places where you could have been better, or places where you could have done better. Because now it's like when you know better, you can do better. Okay, so that is what this is, essentially, this is what this is all about, is being able to make a conscious decision to put your best foot forward. Okay. Let me get one more card, please. Just one. Just one more card. Oh, and it says spring. See your seeds grow. This is ashes under my nail. Before you ask me what is that. Oh, actually, this is spray paint. I was spray painting earlier today. I thought it was ashes from this, but it's spray paint. It's not coming off. If anybody wants to pay for my nails, you can always send a tip or a donation to the channel. I would appreciate that very much. Let's see. Or if you want to book a reading, I offer same day readings if you guys didn't already know. What do your ancestors want you to know at this time? You said your horoscope just said the same thing. Everything is of significance over here. Even my side quest conversations that are off topic, everything is of significance. So, okay now. Let's see what it is that your ancestors want you to know here. I'm going to pull from the middle with this deck. First card we have here is Go with the Flow. Okay, it says let go, rest, and manifest. Okay, they want you to, there is a way for you to work smarter and not harder. Okay, the easiest way for you to manifest your truest desires is to look back on when you may have had your blessings right in front of you and you fumbled them, or you could have, like I said, there were situations in your life that you could have done right by, but you did not, due to you maybe not knowing, due to you possibly not being present. Okay, and now it is time for you to, just manifest a bit more easier, make things a little bit more easier in your life by taking the time to think back to those hardships or those hard situations, because there's so much information and wisdom in there for you about how you can better move and how you can better, what dirt, when the time is right for you to grow something and when it just simply isn't the time. This next card says respect your physical body, okay? But I'm specifically looking at the weather. I'm seeing like there is a time and a place for everything, and at this time it's a lot to do with reflecting, so that you can move forward rightfully. So it's like you don't know, or you can't possibly know where you want to go, and moving forward if you don't first know where you have come from and appreciate and acknowledge. Everything that we experience in life is to help us. Even the negative things is to help us and to progress into the person, place, or thing, the being that God truly intended for us to be. Oh wow, we have focus on children here. Some of you guys could be parents. Some of you guys could be pregnant. This could have to do with, something about children here with this reflecting. This could also have to do with your inner child. We have pregnancy, birth, and adoption. I think Jupiter is also about to be going into Cancer for a year. So this is definitely of significance. Some of you guys could be just finding out that you are pregnant, or this could simply be you are pregnant with ideas, you are abundant with ideas, or you are abundant with some type of idea that you are supposed to be planting. We have see your seeds grow here. So this could be in a more than one way. You guys will have to put yourself in your assigned seat. Of course, if you aren't in an intimate connection with someone, this could be you taking leaps of faith in your life, planting new seeds in entrepreneurship, planting new seeds and I'm hearing someone moving and start. I just heard starting a new home, or like someone could be starting the process of building a new home. That could also be of significance. Ooh. Now, we have Guardian Angel, you are not alone. Let's put some clarity for this, please. Guardian Angel, you are not alone. We have Psychic Strength, okay? This says Shield, Talisman, and Gold Light. If this isn't a confirmation that your ancestors are around you and wanting to connect with you more, I don't know what is. It literally says Psychic Strength here with you are not alone. If you truly want to know the power that you hold, or the power that you have, the ranking that you have when it comes to your spiritual abilities and or gifts, your ancestors in some way, shape, or form. This could be someone deciding to get more into spirituality. That could be the seed that you are deciding to plant. Planting a seed in your spiritual garden by connecting more with your ancestors. by being able to better discern and better receive the downloads when they are trying to guide you, when they are trying to communicate with you. Okay, but psychic strength out here is we love gifts. Okay, we love gifts. However that might come, this is a gift that you have that it would be best. I would recommend that you dedicate some time, effort, and energy to make your life that much more easier. To use this gift to your advantage. For the good of all and to the harm of none. This gift is to help you see through your own darkness. To come out of your own tunnel. When you find yourself in a dark place and you don't know where to go, this is the time where you use these gifts to help guide and assist you when you feel alone and you need that extra support. This is who you can go to, especially if you are someone that doesn't really have a lot of support in the 3D realm. Here in the world, you could have a lot of people around you, but they don't actually know and or support you. This is your spirit guides letting you know that they are singling you out with communication and constant confirmation if you are open to the lines of communication. So don't be afraid to speak out. Don't be afraid to connect. However that might look, however that might be. This is a feather here. This is a talisman here. Okay, so there are a plethora of ways that you can get in connection if you truly wish to. If you find yourself in a place where you don't necessarily know the answers or where you need some help finding the right answer, it says, peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. This is like not leaning too much on your own understanding and understanding that you do have outside sources and forces that are literally waiting to assist you if you want the help. Says family connections. Ancestors discovered. It says family connections out here. Respect people and kinship. We have this over here with let go of the need to be right. Ooh. Some of you, we already have focus on children over here, so this can have a lot to do with your family, or have a lot to do with starting a family. I also just heard, don't let the family that you came from destroy the family that you create. Okay, so that could also be of significance for someone. Let me get some more clarity here, Spirit. Verify this spring, see your seeds grow. It says clear your mind. Clear your mind. Be present. Focus and embrace. So much heavy on that embrace. Embracing this next chapter with grace. With being able to look back on your younger self and understand that you didn't have all of the answers. It wouldn't possibly make you or allow you to give yourself more grace now, and still understanding that you don't have all the answers, but you can look instead of feeling defeated, or instead of still taking a leap of faith, knowing that it's not all right. It's like being optimistic about finding the answers rather than settling in what it is that you don't know, or still deciding to take a leap of faith, even if it's not your gut is telling you not to do it. This is like being more secure in the decisions that you make, okay? Because of you trusting yourself, because of the work that you are doing on yourself, because of the connections that you are growing and you are building, with your soul family. It seems as if your ancestors and your spirit guides are wanting you to really, dedicate more time to them, really hone in on having a stronger connection with them, because it seems like they really desperately want to help you here. But with this being said, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There will be an aspect of tough love out here. There will be an aspect of you not always getting it, not always looking like it's going your way, but still doing it or still trusting simply off of the strength. This is not shying away. Understanding, having having a equally respectable connection, or equal connection that is built on mutual respect. I couldn't get that out to save my life. I was having a freaking aneurysm trying to say. I was having an aneurysm trying to get that out correctly. Okay, but let's see what we have here. Clarify this. Go with the flow. Judgment. We have, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And this is what they are, you know, really helping you understand, you know, why it is, you know, we have, so why did I go through this? Why is this? Why is that? You know, it's really that why factor, that why aspect. You know, what is it that you were supposed to gain? What discernment were you supposed to gain? How did this experience, you know, craft you and mold you, or what did it do in your life? It's like there's nothing that we go through in life that is coincidental. All of it was written in the stars already. And if you can use each and every experience that you have in your life, you know, to your advantage in some way, shape, or form, or be optimistic about moving forward. There is so much that can be lived. There is so much to be experienced, you know. More often than not, the circumstances and the hands that we are dealt in life often cause us to close up and stop living or forget what we are living for in the first place. You know, so to ground yourself and to check back in and to know that you have sources and forces from known and unknown places that are guiding you and helping you remember who you are, and not let the rat race or the matrix get you distracted and following the herd. You know, it's always good to know. It's always good to know. But you have to be willing to trust that process. You have to be willing to, you know, face yourself and see the reality of other people as well. You know, that you essentially can't save everyone, or you know, you really only can save yourself. And but the more you do this, the more you can hone in. It's like changing if you want to change the environment, the best thing that you can do is change yourself. Okay? If you wish to make the most impact, I guess you could say, on your environment, do it by changing yourself. Leading by example. Let's see. Ooh, we have forgiveness here. Okay, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. We have reflection here. Okay, you could be, this could be about forgiving other people, places, and things. With this reflection here, this could also be about forgiving yourself for when you didn't have all the answers, for when you didn't know what to do, when you were doing the best that you could. Okay, however that might look. Or put yourself in your assigned seat. You know, this could be forgiving people. Maybe this is healing childhood wounds. This could have to do with forgiving your parents, or if you are this parent, you know. We have psychic strength here, and it says surrender. I can release my need to control. This over here with psychic strength is so fitting. You know, when you can release, when you can let go, okay, and you can surrender what isn't serving you and make room for the new gifts. This is like someone holding on to their old ratted and tatted couch. I'm always, because that's me, I'm still holding on to my old ratted and tatted couch. But I know it's time for it to go. You know, I know it's time for me to get a new couch. Anywho, someone holding on to their old ratted and tatted couch, and because of you are holding on to that and not making space, you know, it's like making space for the new, okay? Not waiting for the new to come in and then trying to get ready in a haste, but staying ready so that you don't have to get ready. You know, if you are willing to go back and look at all that transpired, the good and the bad, you would see that there are so many gifts. Possibly I'm hearing a seer and the gift of discernment, better trusting your intuition. I'm getting like when you look back at certain experiences or certain occasions, I'm seeing that there was a telltale sign that gave you inkling to do something different or move different, but you didn't trust that. I'm seeing someone getting a stomach ache, and making a decision and still deciding, like, not trusting their intuition. And I'm also seeing rain, like the rain pouring down, and someone deciding to go out in it, knowing that they should have stayed in. Okay, it's like when you can. take the time and really process all that you go through, all that we experience in life, you realize that there are usually those experiences, usually the gradual ones that are sent to break you, but they instead make you, or that you would think have been sent to break you, but they are to make you who you are. They are to make you into who God intends for you to be. Guys, I cannot talk. I am getting so freaking tongue-tied trying to get this message out. And I do not know why. You guys know I can talk my ass off 24 hours a day. But for some reason, I'm just, like, blocked throat chakra could be of significance. You know, talking it out with your ancestors or talking it out with your spirit guides could be also of significance. Heavy on getting more in tune with that communication, with that heavy on opening up that line of communication a bit more. Okay? Girl, you said because it's so important, because I'm over here can't block, my mouth is full of spit. Everything is happening at one time, like gosh. Oh, okay. Let's see what we have here. We have family connections with let go of the need to be right. I feel like friendship. I feel like the more you can forgive yourself, the more you would be willing to forgive others, to see that at the end of the day, we are all just human. We are all just trying to find our way. You know, we all are susceptible to making mistakes, and hurting others, or hurting ourselves sometimes without even the intention of doing so. You know, so I really want you to heavy on taking that time to reflect on the negative and the positive, because there is some hidden gems in there. There is some hidden, even if it's not, for the psychic gifts isn't going to be for everyone, and even those of you guys that have psychic gifts, you might not feel all that comfortable with tapping into it. However, it will at least give you a clearer mind to make a more authentic and definitive decision for what seeds you want to grow in your future, and how you can better grow them simply based off of the seeds that you have planted in the past that may or may not have worked out in your favor, what you did and did not do wrong. I'm hearing the do's and the don'ts. Okay, you can start using your discernment just simply based off of your own pattern recognition. If you don't decide to tap into these gifts, which I think you would be crazy not to do, but some people think you are crazy to do that. So wherever you sit is wherever you shall be seated. Okay, that's all I'm saying with that. Let's see what else your ancestors or your spirit guides want you to know at this time. It says, I'm hearing, free your mind and the rest will follow. Okay, what song is that? Do you guys know? What song is that? Do you guys know? Somebody please put it in the comments so that I can remember to put it in the confirmations, possible confirmations. Okay. Oh, we have success. We have success. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. If you love what you do, anything, okay, it's not about the validation and recognition from the outside, but it's about how you feel on the inside. On the inside. It's about how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your life, how you feel about the seeds that you are planting. Okay, how you love, what intention, you know, what do you plan to do? How do you plan to grow these seeds? What is your purpose for planting them? Hi, Kayla. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Let's see what we have in tarot. I'm not going to keep y'all here too long. I'm not going to keep you guys here too long. Okay. We're almost 30 minutes in. Just wanted to let you know what your spirit guides want you to know. Like, you have so much support. Okay. You have so many gifts that you don't even, it's like your ancestors are guiding you to your gifts. Okay. But it's going to cause you to go within to find them. Okay. And it's going to cause you to go to those places, those deep, dark places that you would prefer not to go to, or that you would prefer not to open back up. Okay, but that is where you are going to find the gifts that you need, okay, that would help you better live your life, you know, as God intended for you to live it. You know, God ain't gonna give you no gifts He don't want you to use. He wants you to use every gift He gives you. Okay, you can wear it out. Seriously. Ooh, let's get some tarot. Let's get some tarot and some tarot, some tarot. Let's let it pop out. What do we have here, Spirit? Can we get some clarity for these oracle cards? We have the world here. The world. We have it here with your fears and your desires. You know. I'm seeing someone making their impact, making their imprint on the world and in the world. Okay, your purpose, which is what we talked about, but you truly believing or you truly loving the path. You living your life in your soul, genuinely being fulfilled, or feeling like you did what it is that you came here to do. You feel me? It's not so far-fetched. It's literally like you had a job and you did the job. That is it. And you did the job. The Eight of Cups is out here. This is here with forgiveness. You know, a part of this transition or transformation, a part of this elevation of your soul, okay, has a lot to do with walking away from things that aren't serving you. This has a lot to do with forgiving yourself and forgiving other people for, you know, when it's time for you to close this chapter out and step into a new chapter. You know, it's about allowing yourself to truly be free. Okay, in more ways, this is like when someone confessing all of their sins, or you know, healing all of their blocked grudges on their deathbed. Don't wait until you're about to die, or you're literally on your deathbed, or death is knocking at your door, for you to free yourself of this energy when you know that you can do it now, when you know that you can better process it now, when you know that you can better discern yourself now about not repeating these patterns. Okay, this is the whole point of, you know, like I said, you having a job and seeing it through. Nothing in your life is coincidental. Every single thing that you experience in life has been written in the plan. It was ordained for you to experience it so that your soul can evolve. It is not to knock you down. It is literally to help you become who God intends for you to be. If you can trust that process, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all of it, and gain the gifts, because there's always gifts. Please believe. Please believe you will be compensated. You will be compensated. Okay? If you can see it through, please, it will be, if you can see it through and allow yourself to truly experience the success of this path, of this journey, of this assignment, you know, to feel love at its fullest and truest, you know, form, unconditional. Because at the end of the day, we are all just human. That does not mean give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, that does not mean keep trying to make peace or play peacekeeper or peacemaker or anything of that nature. You know, it really just has to do with moving forward, putting your best foot forward. You know, honorably so, rightfully so. You know, if there is something that you know is holding you back, if there's grudges or negative energy, be willing to address that. Don't overlook it or sweep it under the rug, but address the elephant in the room. You know, now. Why let it sit? Why let it get comfortable when you can address it now or move it out of the way? You feel me? Be present. Appreciate all that you have. I'm seeing someone on their deathbed, but I'm also seeing someone that didn't get to say their final goodbyes, someone that didn't get to say how much they genuinely love, someone that didn't get to say what needed to be said because they were holding a grudge, because of the tension, because of this, because of that, because you haven't forgiven yourself, whatever the reason might be. It's time, your ancestors want you to know that if you want to be free of that burden, if you want to be free of that energy, they are here to support you 100% of the way. Two of Swords is out here with surrender. this is going to, the reason that you keep finding yourself maybe in a repetitive cycle or find yourself back at that beginning square and not really feeling as if you experienced anything or learned anything, or I'm seeing someone, you know, waking up and going to sleep and living the same day every single day and not really having any real fulfillment in it. It's because you have some gifts, you have some discernment, you have some things that you haven't fully processed that is supposed to allow you to live your life a bit more authentically and true to who you really are supposed to be. Okay, so it's like this Two of Swords is out here with confusion about maybe why you haven't been elevated into a new timeline, or why you haven't had that shift that you have been anticipating and waiting for. And it's because you need the gifts. You need the gifts to make the shift in the first place. And those gifts come from you fully processing everything, all of it. Okay, the roles that I'm hearing the hand that you played in other people's hand. Okay, taking accountability and giving it. Ten of Pentacles is out here. Let me get one more card, please. And the Emperor is out here too. Okay, this is you being able to take charge in your life, take action in your life, rightfully so. You know, let's just say the president, you know, you want the president, you want him to be in his most right mind, because he is to lead all of us, okay? And even if you aren't to lead anyone, you want to be able to rightfully lead yourself, okay? Because there's always going to be someone watching. There's always going to be someone or something, okay, watching you, inspired by you, looking to you in some way, shape, or form. Even people that you don't think are watching, but please believe they are watching. You know, I see the Fool out here in the Six of Wands, which is indicating that you can have a successful journey. You know, this will be a successful bout with this marathon. You know, the marathon that we are running in life. That's why I talk about, you know, make sure that you are doing a little bit every day to make sure that each day is rememberable in its own special way. You know, because more often than not, weeks, months, years can go by and it will all seem like it was just one day, you know, but it really wasn't. It was a whole year. Okay, so I want you to be present in every day and make a conscious decision to live your life true and authentic, to plant something, or at least to put your best foot forward, you know, so that you can account for each and every day that you live, and you do it with purpose. Okay, making a conscious decision, okay, to be free from things that don't serve you and to embrace all that does. Okay, the Five of Cups is out here. It seems as if there has to be a reset first, though. There has to be a reset with this before. There has to be a reset for this initiation to happen. Okay, there has to be the reset is going to come from the initiation. The initiation, I'm sorry, is going to come from the reset. The Four of Pentacles, and you have it in your wallet. I'm seeing someone having this big huge purse and having to get to like the bottom of the purse. Like you have to take everything out of the purse. Oh, bag a lady, you gon' hurt your bag. You gotta start taking those things out. You gotta start taking that stuff out of your bag. Do you still need that? Codependency? Nope, don't need that anymore. Do you still need this? Do you still need that? Holding grudges? Nope, I forgive you, don't need that anymore. But don't think for a second that I forgot. And you know, it's certain things that you can start taking out of your bag that you no longer need, you know, because now you have the gift of discernment. Now you have this, now you have that. Things that can't no person, place, or thing take from you. So you don't have to be in your bag because it's in you, it ain't on you. Okay, that's what your ancestors want you to get into and embody. Okay, your truest self, your truest version, and all of your gifts. Okay, don't think for a second the things that you experience in life were sent to break you. They were indeed to make you into who God intended you to be. Okay, so I need you to trust that process. It's not always going to be pretty, but it will be worth it. Okay, 40 minutes. I like that. Okay, Guys, thank you so much for allowing me in your energy. At this time, I am going right back over to TikTok. Okay, so if you guys want to follow me back over there for a love reading, you totally can. You totally can. I just wanted to document this ancestor reading for you guys. Okay, over here on YouTube. So we will be heading right back over to TikTok to do a good old love reading for y'all over there. Okay. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Please be sure to follow me on your way out. Okay, please be sure to follow me on your way out. I am heading right back over to TikTok. Okay. Bye, guys. Okay. Okay, love. Okay.